Good evening.
Good evening.
I would like to congratulate all of our students that participated in our homecoming events this past week with the Coffee County school system. As everyone that probably is well aware, our varsity football Trojans were victorious Friday night. It was a laugher, I just got to say. Was it 53-0 at halftime? Woo. They scheduled the right team for homecoming. But we do start the region schedule, so be aware it gets real now. And the playoff spot will be on the line there. I also like to recognize our Atlanta Braves, who were able to clinch the National League East Division title this past weekend, which means they get a playoff berth. I think their rebuild is a little bit ahead of schedule. All of us fans are looking forward to that. Also like to congratulate our Georgia Bulldog football team. They showed the Missouri Tigers how we can play SEC football. You know, show me state. I think we showed them. But on a more somber note, many of you may have heard this morning a young man at Appleton County High School shot himself in a bathroom over there, and they had to lock down the school. Last I heard, the young man did survive and was life flighted to Savannah. But I'll just bring that up as a reminder to all of us, to us as parents, to all our young people in our school systems, that when you have somebody that may be having some trouble, let somebody know. If you are in a position where you can give some encouragement and maybe meet a need, take that opportunity. But if you're concerned about one of your classmates or a family member who seems to be struggling in whatever way, let somebody know that can make a difference. I don't know if that's exactly the case of what took place here, but it's just, again, a reminder. Sometimes we take for granted the things that our children go through, but just like adults feel stress and things weigh on them, the same things happens with our children. Those of us that can remember sometimes the stress that we feel from trying to get grades or trying to make a sports team or whatever. Sometimes we put a little bit too much pressure on ourselves when we do this, or we feel pressure from outside for whatever reason. But take the opportunity to check on somebody that you care about, particularly if they seem to be low or something's going on. We've also had a couple of citizens that live in Coffee County killed in wrecks. Again, a reminder, let's make sure. I think about this often because I'm an impatient person by nature and I like to get where I'm going. But I always remember, you can't get there if you get in a wreck. Certainly not going to get there if you get killed. Let's please take those few extra seconds to make sure that we're operating our vehicles in a safe manner. And we always have to watch out for the other man as well out there on the road. You don't ever know what somebody else may do as well. So that, just a reminder, let's do the best we can to be safe on our roadways. That's all I have, Mayor Pro Tem.
Commissioner Taylor.
Thank you, Mayor. One thing I would like to talk about is had an opportunity to attend the youth council on Thursday, and it was very, very interesting. There was, and Ms. Juanette, I'm gonna put you on the spot and everything. There were several things that they talked about, you know, and one of the main things was bullying. And Ms. Juanette, would you please kind of emphasize on what they talked about that night, you know, if you would please.
At the meeting, they spoke about bullying, and what they're going to do is the month of October is National Bully Awareness Month, and they're going to walk from the Old Atlantic Coast building all the way down to Parks Plaza, and they'll be wearing orange. It'll be, I think it's the third, might be the third Saturday, but we'll give everybody an update. Third Saturday in October. And they'll be walking to just bring awareness to bullying. That's one of the things that they did discuss.
And there was one more project too that they were working on. Was it cancer? No.
Well, you have the ribbons here, and they were this month, September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and that is why you see the gold ribbons placed in the council room. So they did bring awareness and had someone who had to deal with it with their child, one of our employees, and they came and spoke to them about that. So that is another thing that they did speak about.
Okay. I appreciate that. Like I say, let's get out and support our youth council because they are doing a good thing, you know, and they need our support. And just like the young lady has spoken, you know, everything, they are the future of tomorrow, you know, so we need to get out and support them. We have a youth council here, and they do not get the support that they should get from the citizens of Douglas. So let's get behind pushing, you know, everything. Thank you very much.
Commissioner McNeil?
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I want to say, like Commissioner Gowan, I'm very proud of our young folks for conducting themselves in a hopefully an adult manner and having a safe homecoming 2018 for Coffee High. And we've all seen and heard other cities and communities where there was tragedy during a time like that. And so I'm proud of our young folks. And I also want to say congratulations to the Childhood Cancer Awareness Group. They've done a fabulous job this month. I don't think any of us can say we hadn't seen a gold ribbon or we haven't been asked to participate or in some way help support this cause. And it's a wonderful cause. They've got their silent auction coming up and then their live auction coming up. So help these ladies. They did the concert. Was it Saturday night? Because we had the class reunion to go to, but with everything going on, they still had a real good turnout for the concert at the Martin Center, and they were real pleased with that. So I commend them, and I guess you know, if we haven't donated enough money in the month of October, then September's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the Passionately Pink group will be here our first meeting of October for a proclamation signing and recognition by our group. But let me mention the Pink House. If you haven't heard of the Pink House is for breast cancer t-shirt sales, and we're going to be doing a big reception there on the 27th, and it will be from 4:30 to 6:30. I say we because I'm a part of that group too. And from 4:30 to 6:30, we're going to do a reception for our breast cancer survivors in South Georgia, okay, Coffee County and surrounding counties. And this is a very emotional time and just a very touching time for lots of those women to get together and share their stories. So again, stop by and get your t-shirts and be ready for the pink out next month. You know, and I think Commissioner Pearson did a good job of saying that we've had a very emotional past 30 days or so, and I'm so glad to hear and to see that there can be recovery from that. I just am so proud of Douglas and Coffee County, and I so much want this to be the kind of place people want to, you know, open their businesses and bring their families to, and their, you know, raise their children in this community. I want there to be, I want to set a good example. When we have our Mayor's Youth Council here, I want them to come in this room and know that we treat each other with respect. And we may not always agree. We won't always agree, certainly. We don't do that even within our own families oftentimes.
Right.
But if we can come together and if we can respect each other's opinions and do it in such a way that we're forgiving and that we're willing to be about the city's business. And you saw how many, if you were here earlier, you heard the agenda items we covered tonight. And I'm very proud of this. So thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. Oh, by the way, we miss our mayor too tonight. We would be remiss without saying
I was gonna
he's
say
on
that.
vacation, okay, in Cancun, and we wish them a safe trip home. So thank you. Okay. Sorry, didn't mean to steal your thunder.
Commissioner